Hey guys, Eric here. Today we are invading the North Pole, bitch slapping the elves on the shelves. We're now starting an insurrection armed with rifles and suicide bomb vests, and finding in the occasional Yeti to make them extinct. So upon arriving at the outskirts of the North Pole, we immediately find some elf meth heads and do them a favor by injecting them with even more toxic chemicals via a sword. We are rewarded for our cleansing of the homeless with some new drip. That's stylish, dude. We also find some random crystal on the ground, and upon getting close to it, my guy is immediately tormented by the voices in his head.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, for some reason I decided to pick the crystal up. We continue hiking up the mountain until we have the grim misfortune of stumbling across a small child. Alright, back to the coal mines with you, buddy. The child does a perfect impression of my dad and disappears, leaving behind another crystal that sends us on an acid trip. After some lore and touching a plant, we continue massacring the locals until we find Sasquatch's bigger brother, souped up on crack and wishing a motherfucker would. And I will. Clearly this guy's been watching popular VTuber Contail because he's extremely hard, rapidly clawing, fucking NBA dunking, throwing missile icicles, and literally creating explosions. As well as turning into Wolverine and tanking all damage. But after many tries, we finally kill the testosterone-filled Yeti Gooter. Wait, there's like 7 more in the area? Fuck! But that's the least of our worries. As we continue hiking up the mountain, we find something even more terrifying. A woman. She tells us just how many crack crystals there are, and being the good Samaritan I am, I set out to consume them all. Officer, I was just doing it to make sure nobody else consumed them, I swear. And after 30 minutes, I find them and go on one wild ride, but I must have blacked out because I woke up as Santa Claus from Temu. But all that doesn't matter. As we are nearing the top of the mountain, we approach what is clearly not a boss arena, and there we find the warmonger who started this all. Hold on, is that Rudolph? Yo, glad to see you. Perhaps you could help us out. Oh shit, he's killing kids. Clearly the child soldiers didn't work. Maybe we can back out while we still have the chance. Oh shit! This is my put your money on the floor. I'm the best at That's right, after years of being bullied and countless wedgies, Rudolph decided he had enough, making a deal with the elves who have been enslaved for hundreds of years and starting a revolution. And like all quiet kids, this guy came strapped, equipped with fucking Elsa's powers, given a jetpack. Okay, who at the Pentagon gave him that? He also has a big ass shield. Okay, so now he's taking from every era now. And aside from that, he can turn into a fucking nuke. Now for those more keen-eyed viewers, you may have noticed that is the second time I use that clip. And that is because I'm running out of memes for this video. So let's finish this, so we can get to the end. Let's fucking go. Rudolph, I'm so sorry, but this had to happen. Now upon curb stomping Rudolph, we take his drug crystals, and despite my previous trip, I did not learn my lesson. We end up snorting the thing and going on a fever dream. During that acid trip, we come across the same child we've seen many times, whose sister is the top tier waifu we've been hanging out with. They reunite in a very emotional scene.
It looks like you've made a bunch of good friends. That's great.
And we fucking ruined it. Yep, buddy. I hate to break it to you, but your sister's hanging out with the wanted war criminal, Santa Claus. Now, we also ended up saving the child, despite me not wanting to. But hey, anything for the waifu, and anything to pad out that runtime. Now that the side effects of the drug started to fade, we decided to spare Rudolph to show a token of respect between war criminals. But it's not like it mattered, because in the end he was later executed by the United Nations for war crimes.